because now you started this Haraka, Baraka, thing.
Yes, yeah.
Which is, maybe you'll explain it better than I can, but it's essentially like a group and a training of running mixed with a cultural exchange where you get students and you fly out to now Jordan and Morocco, and for 10 days it's like a running trip experience. Is that, did I describe it properly?
I think you nailed it. It's the only thing I would add is like we train and live with local athletes as well. So that really hones in on the cultural exchange, which for me is a massive part of it as someone who lived in the Middle East and after growing up in rural Yorkshire, and so it was a bit of a switch of cultures, sort of polite British society. Not that Jordan's not polite, but it's a bit more direct than
right.
like British speaking. They call it al-watan al-watar, which means like the country, the nation on its nerves. So like when I'm speaking Arabic, I think another repressed, brutally honest side comes out of me. But yes, Haraka Baraka is exactly as you described it. It's a running project that I do with my friend, who's also currently studying at SOAS. And we've done 5 camps now over the last 18 months. I'm just really excited to see where it goes, and thanks for having me on your podcast to talk about it. It's a really exciting opportunity for me because...
No, this is cool, the first running podcast ever,
Yes, yeah.
And so, you said you've done 5 camps now. Your first one was in Jordan.
Yep.
One just finished in Morocco.
Yes.
And why Jordan? Why Morocco?
Very by chance, really. Like I just happened to live in Jordan, so it reflected my interests and just my time there.
So you lived in Jordan?
I lived in Jordan, yes. Yeah, I lived in Jordan before the first camp for 12 months on my year abroad. So the first camp really came out of training daily, because I'm sort of a competitive runner with a local athletics team that I got in touch with through my grandma, strangely enough. Like she knew the president of Jordan Athletics, and he put me in touch with this local coach. And so I turn up sort of my first week in Jordan, not knowing any of the local dialect, and I get introduced to this group of local young runners, like sort of between like university age, like myself.
Right.
So it was perfect. And actually the majority of them, almost all of them, didn't speak any English. And so it was a really good opportunity to practice my Arabic. And they really taught me their dialect through running. So my strongest part of my Arabic is probably calculating running splits in Arabic, because the coach would like yell out at me like, Sabah Shireen, mish Sabah Wahad Ashireen. Like, it's 7:21 per lap, not 7:20 per lap. And so that is forever imprinted in my mind. But the camp came out of wanting to give back something to the local running scene, or just continue to be a part of it, basically, because I was so enjoying it when I was there. I was like, I'm going back, I'm going home now, and this has been such an amazing experience for me. Like, I trained every day with them. I've never had a team like that in the UK where like I spent 2-3 hours with these guys every day, training and chatting, and so the running camp was a way to continue that connection, because what we did was, when I went back to SOAS after which is the university I was at studying Arabic from my year abroad, I organised a camp that brought the members of the SOAS Running Society out to Jordan to live and to train with the Jordan athletes that I'd met the year before, right?
So that's how it started.
Yes.
You were living 1 year, you start training with these guys, you loved it.
Yep.
And then you're like, wait, I want to come back. You bring some people with you.
Yes.
And then it snowballed
from there.